Every time you try to email more, people complain, unsubscribe, and just hit spam. So you started thinking, maybe I should just shut up and keep on posting on Instagram. In this video, I'll show you how to start emailing again, actually reduce backlash when you do, and why a wave of unsubscribers is actually good and shouldn't scare you from giving your email list a chance. My name is Dennis. I run the Flows community in Skool, and I help Skool creators take up their existing lists, shake them up, and make money out of them. I've seen and dealt with backlash countless of times, and I'll just walk you through what I do so you can do for your own list. So let's jump into it. First, we've got to understand why you're getting backlash in the first place. After we do that, it will be easier to find a solution and fix it. Most of the times, you experience backlash for two reasons. One, wrong expectation. It's where people feel like you sell out. Two, lack of consistency. This is where you get lots of unsubscribes and spam complaints. And when you know which one you're dealing with, it's so much easier to handle. So let's start from wrong expectation. I like to play and watch video games, so I'll give you an example from the gaming content creators. It's a big issue that is common among them, and it'll be easier for me to explain and you to understand the point. But it applies to every context and space. It usually starts with this small creator who's making fun gaming content. People love him, they're entertained, and they put the creator in a small box of the great guy and the great creator whose whole job is to make me happy for free. But there comes a moment where the channel is growing and the creator wants to start making money out of his channel. Usually, it's for reinvesting back and getting the freedom to make even more videos for this same viewer. And after he casually turns on monetization or start to include paid promotion in his video, there is a huge backlash. He's selling out! They bought him! And lots of unsubscribers. Why? Because people used to get everything for free, and when the creator turns on monetization, it feels like he's selling out. You'd probably say, yeah, but those are kids, they don't really understand a lot, and it won't apply to my audience. And you'd be right. Partly. Kids are more sensitive to it, but the real problem is positioning and expectations. If you won't position your business as a business first, people won't consider it as a business. You'd play as Robin Hood, you'd give so much value for free, and eventually people would see you as a place to just get and never buy. And it's not that you have to scream CTAs and ask for money all the time. It just means that it's clear that the places where they can engage with you, they are a part of a business. Like this video, for example. You're watching it right now. I did not made any asks yet. And and it's super clear that this is part of a business and that's how I make my money. You can watch, learn, take notes, go implement on your own, but you still know that if you want more help and to go deeper with that, there is an option for it, which, if you're wondering, is just by joining my free Skool community in the pinned comment below. But the decision is yours. My cards are on the table, and when I make an ask, you won't be surprised. It eliminates the tension on you as a viewer waiting for the call to action to get upset and leave. Like those webinars you watch knowing it's a sales conversation in disguise and you're anxiously waiting for the pitch to start, to jump out of your chair, point at the screen and yell, I knew it. And it eliminates the backlash on my end because when I will make an ask, which I will, it will be expected from the very beginning. On your end, it will be like, oh, it just make an ask like I expected. So do I want to take the next step or not? The decision is in your hands. So if you start positioning yourself as a business first and those videos is how you make money, it just removes the backlash almost completely. You do that in your content, in your opt-ins, and in your emails, which we'll dive more in the nitty-gritty in a second. The second reason for backlash is consistency. If you're having huge spikes of unsubscribers, spam complaints, and sometimes people even leave you rude replies, probably it means that you're just inconsistent with your emails. Which is funny because most of the people think that's the opposite. People unsubscribe, complain spam, and send mean replies because you email a lot, right? In fact, the opposite is true, and it's expectations again. If you expect me to email you daily, you won't be complaining that I'm spamming you because you're the one who signed up for it. A few days ago, I got an email straight to my inbox from a guy named Todd. And I bet Todd is a nice guy, but I don't know any Todd, which should be in my inbox. So I angrily opened the email and while scrolling to unsubscribe, mumbled who this spammer thing is and how he got my email address. But he wasn't a spammer. You see, Todd probably didn't email me for a while. He expected some backlash, so he even included a picture of himself to help me remember who he was. Vaguely, I think I did, but it wasn't enough for me to stay on the list. It wasn't the picture that would have carried him out of this situation. It's helpful, but not enough. You see, in his situation, he certainly needed a bit more tricks under his sleeve, and we'll talk about them soon. But first, I want to emphasize the reason why I felt this way and why your subscribers feel like this every single time you email. It could have been prevented simply if it just consistently kept emailing me from the moment I joined his list. Because the number one reason people unsubscribe is because they don't know you. But there is no coming back. You're already in Todd's shoes. What do you do to decrease backlash as much as possible? So if you haven't emailed in a while and need to reawaken your list, send this email. Remind them who you are, explain how and why they got on your list, give a reason to stay, and commit to a setting cadence, setting expectations. Open the door and let them go. Don't blame them. And here you experience the biggest backlash. People will unsubscribe right at this email, but don't worry, it's actually good for you. Because most of the time, when people unsubscribe, it's not because they hate you. Yet, some of them probably got mad, they don't remember you. Yes, but most of them just moved on. You haven't been around for a while, season changed, and just people changed. Let them go. And making the unsubscribe clear and visible is also important, and not just at this stage, because if someone cannot find the unsubscribe button, the next thing they do is complain spam and send you mean replies. One of the people I work with used to get daily messages on Facebook from a guy, let's call him Robert, demanding to be removed from the list immediately, and Robert was pissed. Robert was elder, and we figured he just couldn't find the button and couldn't unsubscribe himself. So I jumped into the platform to find him and just removed him manually. The problem was he did not use his name to sign up, and when we tried to let him know and ask for his email address, he wouldn't cooperate. And I wasn't going to stop emailing because one Robert, and you can imagine how mad he got over time. Eventually got tired of it, sent his email address, and I unsubscribed him. But it's a great reminder to how it feels to be stuck in a newsletter you don't want to be in. Okay, so that was the first email, and now you know what you should email if you haven't emailed in a while. But what do you send next? If you're curious what to do next, I outlined the next 30-day plan from day 1, complete silence, to day 30, running a paid promotion to a warm list, and placed it in my classroom. So if you go to the classroom tab right here and you click on this specific video, you'll find a case study, 24-ish minute video outlining everything. So jump in the free community and go check it out. Now you figure out what's the most likely reason you're getting backlash and know what to do next. In case 1, you fix your expectations and make it clear that you're a business. In case 2, you send a reintroduction email and commit to a real sending schedule. So the real question is, how do you keep it going? How do you keep emailing consistently while constantly reminding people that you are a business? It'll sound insane, but you keep constantly emailing and reminding them that you're a business by constantly making offers. Every email you send should include a call to action. People should be constantly reminded that there is a way to go deeper with you. This way, it reduces the pressure of opening an email, reading through it, and wondering, will there be a call to action, by always including one. Eventually, it looks like a part of a format. If you give enough value, people won't mind. It just sits there at the bottom, waiting for the reader to get ready instead of you trying to force the click. This way, you're staying top of mind and there won't be a reason to call you a sellout since you set that expectation from day 1. And that's how you start sending again or increase the frequency without worrying about any backlash that will come your way. And if you're thinking, what's the right way to balance your Skool community and your newsletter and how to send all of the emails with the posts and how they work and what's the job of each element, click on the next video somewhere on the screen and watch how to do that.